Hi, welcome back to my channel, Open the Door. This is episode 124. You're so secretive. Well, no, I'm not. I'm just private. There's a difference. And I'm going to hand you those keys about the differences today. Have you ever been told you're being secretive when in reality you're really just protecting your peace? Sometimes others act like our privacy is a personal insult. Well, here's the differences. Defined, privacy is about boundaries and deciding what parts of your life are sacred, personal, and meant only for safe spaces. Secrecy is about fear and shame and hiding something because we're afraid of judgment or consequences. So there's emotional energy that lies behind these two things, privacy and secrecy. Behind privacy, the emotions feel peaceful and calm. You feel self-assured and grounded. And privacy is empowerment. Secrecy feels heavy. It brings feelings of anxiety and guilt. It can bring about disconnection. And secrecy is actually a form of avoidance. So when it comes to healing and the healing journey, there is definitely an element of privacy that needs to be introduced to your life and to your healing process, especially when recovering from trauma. Secrecy, not so much privacy, but at first secrecy develops as a survival mechanism. It helps us to feel safe, but part of the healing is learning to move from that secrecy and hiding into privacy, where we're choosing to keep things to ourselves within that safe space. So reclaiming privacy is an act of self-respect and integrity. Sometimes others feel entitled and twist our healthy privacy into secrecy, but privacy is always going to be the gatekeeper of your energy. You don't owe everyone an explanation or the full version of your story, your emotions, or your plans. You have the right to decide who earns access to your truth. The privacy isn't deception, it's discernment, and it builds respect and integrity over time as we look back and see the results that are felt and seen from maintaining our area of privacy. So it happens a lot where others confuse privacy with secrecy, and here's some examples of that. So there's a trap of entitlement where family and friends want to know all about what's going on in our lives because through blood ties or the history that we share with these people, they feel like they're owed an explanation about something that oftentimes doesn't affect them at all. The truth is, no one is entitled to your inner world. When people say you've changed, what that might mean is you've stopped giving me access. When they say you're secretive, you're cold, and you're distant, it means that they no longer have access to your openness. They confuse boundaries with rejection. Another way that others can confuse privacy with secrecy is through a manipulation of emotions. When you stop oversharing, it threatens the illusion that they have of the level of closeness or control or connection that they share with you. Sometimes other people will guilt trip you and say, why didn't you tell me this? Why did I have to hear it from someone else? Why are you hiding? These questions may come from a place of ownership of information or people just being nosy. Or sometimes people will display interest after they've heard something through the grapevine, but didn't care to know anything about that part of your life before they heard the gossip. So here's your response to others when they say these things, like, why didn't you tell me? I had to hear it from someone else. Stand firm and say these type of things. I'm not keeping secrets. I'm keeping my peace. This isn't about shutting you out. It's about protecting what is sacred for me. My privacy is not an act of being distant. It's being deliberate. So here's some real life examples comparing privacy and secrecy. When you're withholding your healing progress from toxic people, that's privacy. When you tell no one you're in therapy because you have feelings of shame, fear, or fear of judgment, That is secrecy in relationships. Keeping a new relationship quiet as the foundation is built, and keeping it private away from others' opinions is privacy. Hiding a relationship from guilt or fear or fear of disapproval is secrecy. Regarding family, when we guard our energy from gossip, not by sharing our personal, by not sharing our personal struggles or successes, that's privacy. When we're not sharing because it's based in fear and we're hiding family truths like abuse or dysfunction, well, that would be secrecy. In our work life, when we don't discuss our salary, our personal life, or our future plans, that's privacy. When we manipulate information to hide mistakes or avoid consequences, well, that's secrecy. I think you get the idea. Here's some reflections and prompts for you to put in your journal or write on sticky notes and keep them nearby. Some things to consider. The first one is, what am I protecting? My peace or my fear? The second prompt is, who has earned the right to know my inner world? And the third prompt is, where do I need to shift from secrecy to privacy? In close, I'd like to say that true healing teaches us to open the door, but not to everyone. Those who meet us with love and respect and truth are welcome in. But privacy isn't about building walls. It's about protecting your own energy and your own sacred space. So this is our episode for today. Privacy and secrecy. No, I'm not keeping secrets. I'm just being private. I hope you all been doing well. It's taken me a week or more to get back to you. I had an incident this past week where I hit a deer. And my car's pretty much totaled. So I've been dealing with that for a couple of days, but I didn't forget about you. It's actually very early in the morning right now. You're probably sleeping. I got up super early and decided to go for it and get a couple of videos out. So this one will be released today, and you'll be seeing another video from me in just a few more days. In the meantime, take good care. I hope you're doing well. I wish you peace, love, and light. And I'll see you again soon. That's it for now. Bye.